Good morning, Granville County Public Schools family. Welcome to the 2020-21 Convocation. My name is Stan Winborn, and I'm the Assistant Superintendent of Operations and Human Resources and the Public Information Officer. We are super excited to kick off this school year, even though the circumstances are quite different for us all. However, we know that if anyone can overcome the challenges we face in serving our children, we are the team to do so. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Elisa McLean.
Good morning, Granville County Public Schools. To our Board of Education, and I'm delighted this morning to have with us in the boardroom our chairman, Mr. David Richardson, and Mr. Leonard Pease, and to all of our family members and friends with us, welcome to a new school year and Happy New Year. You know I couldn't resist. I'm sorry, I'm just an educator through and through. Why do I say Happy New Year? Well, because it is just that. It's a new school year, and we're beginning anew, although it is in a different manner. But what isn't different is the fact that we have some of the most amazing people, some of the most dedicated people, some of the most incredible people. Yes, I've been hearing about those fantastic open houses all over the district. And this morning I want to say thank you. You've all been absolutely wonderful. The manner in which our families have been able to report to your schools is because of the hard work and dedication you've already put in. So thank you for that. Before I begin, I would like to extend a few special greetings this morning to our family members. First, will all of you join me in saying Happy New Year and welcome to our new employees? You know how we did it when we were all together. We would yell and scream. So let's make everyone think we're a little bit crazy this morning. Let's still yell and scream right where you are. So for our new family members, let's give it up. For those who are brand new to Granville County Public Schools, let's make them feel welcome this morning. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you for that. Second, not everyone left. There were some individuals who made certain they kept working. Since that March date of everyone leaving, they never left this district, not one time. They kept cleaning our buildings. They kept making certain everyone got paid, and they got paid on time. You know we love those people. There were individuals who kept answering the phones. They hired people. They processed all of our paperwork. They worked to package and deliver food to over 500,000 children. They served food. They drove the buses. They continued to be the essential workers. They worked from our maintenance department. Will you all join me? I call them our district's essential workers. Will you all join me in giving them a round of applause because they were incredible? They've done a fantastic job, and we want to tell them how much we appreciate them. Let's give it up for our essential workers this morning. Let's give them a round of applause. The third group will consist of almost everyone throughout the district. I want to celebrate all of our Granville County Public Schools employees for the many hats you wear all the time. Once again, you've answered the call of duty. Yes, I call it answering the call of duty because you've returned. Many of you have been with me on the journey, at least during my tenure of superintendent. Many of you were here before I arrived. But some of you next week will be receiving your third and fourth stars. Yes, the gifts are coming. We have a little treat for you, but you'll be receiving your stars because you've been here as long as I have. And I appreciate you continuing to return, especially in the midst of these unprecedented times. You've been here, and we thank you. We thank you for your service to Granville County Public Schools. We thank you for your commitment to our children. You are the real troopers in this society. And for that this morning, we honor and we salute you. So let's give it up for all of our educators, all of our bus drivers, all of our TAs, all of our receptionists, all of our social workers. The list goes on and on and on and on. For any role in any capacity you serve in Granville County Public Schools, if you've been here and you've returned, let's give it up for our returning employees. We thank you, we love you, we appreciate you. Let's give everyone a round of applause for returning this year. Fourth and finally, there happens to be a group of individuals who really did not get a summer at all. They tried like me, and frankly, it just didn't work. So I'd like to take a moment to celebrate our executive team, our school principals and assistant principals, Ms. Lauren Curtis, who spearheaded all of our reentry efforts, our nurses, and the many individuals who served on our 16 committees for reentry. They worked nonstop to make certain we were prepared for everyone across the district with all of the ever-changing nuances that confront us with reentry this year. Know that the work is just that, ever-changing. And I'm asking everyone to remain flexible because we know the work will continue to change. We continue to get guidance, but these individuals continue to take the bull by the horn. And this morning, we want to say thank you, and thank you to each of them for their leadership. So will you join me in giving them a warm round of applause as well? Everyone has pulled together. Everyone has pulled their bootstraps up. And we're now trotting down a path that has never been traveled. And here we are. And even here is strange territory for all of us. It's a place we've collectively never seen across our country, nor in our state, and definitely not in our community. But with you, and with your devotion to children, with some incredible professional development, we will all get better at our craft, and that includes me. We will all follow protocols and procedures that have been put in place, and with our deep commitment to re-imaging, redesigning, and refining our work, I know our district will be second to none. I have no doubt. But allow me to pause because COVID-19 just did not skip over our district. I'd like to extend a heartfelt concern for the employees who have been impacted by this pandemic, personally and for those friends and family members in your lives. We understand and we want you to know we are here for you. Do reach out to our HR department if you are in need of resources or just have questions. We are here for you. Now, in my charge this morning, I'm asking everyone to please keep the main thing this year. Let us worry about some of the other challenges that are confronting our district. And I'm asking each of you at the school level to be concerned with the work with our children. Because on Monday, while the children may not be coming to us, our task is to continue to serve them very, very well. Here are the 5 things, and I ask you to write them down, please. Are you ready? The first is to please keep safety and student achievement at the top and the forefront of all we do. With regard to safety, please learn and follow all protocols and procedures in the manuals that have been provided. The first manual I'd like for everyone to pay particular attention to is right here, Strong Schools NC. The documents can be made available in your school office. This is one. The second one is the Lighting the Way Forward document. This is the second one. Protocols are very clear and they're being updated every day. Ms. Lauren Curtis is responsible for keeping our website updated with both of these documents, and the information is live on our website. So please, please familiarize yourselves, have simulations, make certain you and your colleagues are reviewing those documents either on our website or in the toolkits frequently. We want to be ready when the day comes for children to return to school. And that is a goal of myself and our Board of Education. But we want to do it when it is safe to do so. Superintendents across the state attend webinars about 3 times a week. I'm right there with you with professional development. And we're doing that because we want to rely on valid and reliable data pertinent to education. We're trying to have as much contemporary, timely feedback and quality information as possible to rely upon. So let's all do our part in remaining contemporary. That is the first thing. With regard to student achievement, let me be the first to say this is a focus and it has not changed from last year. Our goal is to make certain every school meets or exceeds expectations this year. From the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction, accountability has been very clear that testing will occur at this point. Testing will occur at this point. So we need everyone to continue preparing children for assessments. Make certain we're following standards. Make certain you're PLCing. Make certain the professional development in which you engage is preparing you to prepare children to perform well and to strut their stuff to show that we know how to prepare children in Granville County Public Schools. Literacy will undergird that work, and this year the expectation is once again the same as it was last year. And we are expecting children to read 20 minutes every day. Second, I'm asking everyone to please over-communicate with our children and with their parents. Over-communication is key when you are in a remote setting. Please make certain if you're sending packets home that there's maybe a little note in there or directions. Some of you did an exceptional job with that, and that's where the idea came. So please share those ideas and best practices and make certain our families feel the communication is top-notch. Third, I ask that we blend academics with our social emotional learning components. Make certain MTSS is alive and well in every classroom every day. Make certain the tiered structure is in place and reach out for assistance if you need it. Fourth, please work with your colleagues. We do not want anyone, not one educator, to feel as if he or she is working in isolation, even if that means you're working with educators in another building. There are some singular teachers across our district, and we're aware of that, but we don't want anyone feeling as if you're working in isolation. When I say to people we can do better, we know that across the state of North Carolina. And it is not an indictment on the wonderful work we had the opportunity to witness this spring. We had some amazing lessons and some instructors who did some fantastic things. We just want to spread the wealth so that absolutely every child has that experience this go around, because we're not in an emergency setting this time. Fifth and finally, I would like to ask everyone to please take care of your physical and mental health. This morning, hot off the press, I am excited to share that our HR department and our finance department have been working collaboratively together, and they've allowed me to share with you some exciting news about your health. In an effort to let you know how much we care about you, we have some updates regarding your health. We have a new, confidential, 24-hour counseling and support service available for all Granville County Public Schools employees, and it's for you and your family. Isn't that exciting? We are so pleased to be able to offer this service to you, but these times are challenging. not just for students and their families, but for educators. We are human too, and I'm pleased that our HR department and our finance department were able to partner in this initiative. We are excited, and we're asking you to look for more information. We are pleased, and we want you to take good care of yourselves as you help us serve our children very well this year. Finally, as you know, we are in a remote setting right now, and I do not know how long we will be in this status. What I know is that there is no playbook, and I know we will reassess at week 4. We are working hard with our local health department. We are working hard with the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services and the Governor's Office and the CDC. We are working with UNC and Duke University. We've offered to be a part of a study. We are doing everything possible to get as much information as possible to help inform our decision. But again, there is no recipe for this, not just for us, but for anyone. And that's why we are trying to be intentional, we're trying to be methodical, and we're trying to be strategic. We are not going to be rash. We are going to be very strategic. But we promise to keep you posted on anything that is decided. Please allow me at this time to thank all of you for your can-do attitudes and for helping us prepare for probably one of the most difficult, strangest school years ever in the last century. What we want you to do is to make certain our schools are known for quality service to students and families. And as cliche as it may sound at this time, it is going to be okay. It's going to be okay as more is learned, and I'm confident that we will eventually do more than survive. We will thrive in these ever-changing times. We hope your week next week of orientation is smooth and student-centered. Know that we are here to help in any way possible. I'm convinced that because we have you, GCPS is mighty, GCPS is strong, GCPS is ready, GCPS is awesome and amazing. We are all in this together. We are all in this together. Now, we have an incredible lineup waiting to speak with you this morning, and I'm just delighted to have our new Teacher of the Year with us this morning, Miss Jenna Holloway. I'm pleased to have our new Principal of the Year with us this morning, Miss Lisa. I'm pleased to have, they're looking at me, so I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything. Miss Lisa Tusa, I'm pleased to have the Granville Ed Foundation with us this morning. I'm pleased to have our board chair with us this morning, and I'm pleased to have a special treat at the end, Mr. Michael Austin, who is going to share a musical rendition with us, because although we are in very interesting times, he's going to remind us that it's still a beautiful world. Thank you so much for being with us for Convocation 2020. Thank you so much for being with Granville County Public Schools. Please have a remarkable school year, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Michael Myrick, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction and Student Services for Granville County Public Schools. And like all of our other convocations, we do not want to leave our convocations today without providing you with some goodies. If you can see this, I'm holding in my hand a golden ticket. It is a $100 gift card provided by Piedmont Service Group, and it's going to be just for you. If I call your name this morning, at some point today, I want you to make your way to the central office. And we're going to have this card taped to our front door. So you want to make sure that if you don't get here today by 5 o'clock, someone in the community just might pick it up. Because of all the COVID restrictions, we could not use the golden barrel that we normally would use because of the fingerprints and just the transmitting of the disease. So we have chosen this trusted bag. Don't worry, I did not put my mask in it. This is a fresh plastic paper bag. I'm going to reach deep in here. These names are really small. I'm beginning to see that. I have my glasses, just in case I can't read it. So the first name I'm going to choose out of this little box is Latoya Royster from Northern Granville Middle School. Congratulations, Latoya. Make sure you come by and get your gift card. It will be taped to the front door. Next, I have the pleasure of introducing our Teacher of the Year. I love this. As a little girl, she saved all of her allowance because she wanted to buy a manatee. How sweet. She's been playing the flute since she was 8 years old, and she actually played on a movie soundtrack. Mount Energy, I bet you know what movie it was. I'm not going to tell you. You need to get to know Miss Holloway so you can find out for yourself. She's a thrill seeker. She enjoys hiking, horseback riding, and skydiving. You can go with that on your own. She's certified in the whole brain. The whole brain. Not just a portion of the brain, but the whole brain. And we need whole brain certified folks with us right now because this pandemic has taken just about all of my brain. So I really need that help from her. She has 2 puggles, Cooper and Lily. She has 2 kids, one in kindergarten and one in 2nd grade, right there at Mount Energy. I wonder if she's going to get that kindergartner in 1st grade. She enjoys singing and dancing. I hope she sings and dances this morning. So I'm excited about that. She's been practicing. I want you to know that. She also has been practicing the flute this morning. So you're going to be in for a real treat when she gets up here. Her husband, Nate, is a man after my own heart. He's a professional photographer. Her goal for this year is to audition and make the Raleigh Community Orchestra. And Jenna, if you make that orchestra this year, I'm going to be sitting in the audience listening to you play that flute. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our 2020-21 Teacher of the Year, Miss Jenna Holloway.
Thank you, Dr. Myrick. Good morning, Granville County Public Schools family. Although any of you could be Granville County Public Schools Teacher of the Year, I'm humbled and honored to have been chosen for this school year. 2020 has proven to be one wild year thus far, and we have had to overcome many obstacles since March. But I stand here today so proud of our profession and this group of educators who continually pour their heart and soul into their students and community. If you don't mind, I wanted to share a little inspirational story with you. Once upon a time, there was an old man who used to go to the ocean to do his writing. He had a habit of walking on the beach every morning before he began his work. Early one morning, he was walking along the shore after a big storm had passed and found a vast beach littered with starfish as far as the eye could see, stretching in both directions. Off in the distance, the old man noticed a small boy approaching. As the boy walked, he paused every so often, and as he grew closer, the man could see that he was occasionally bending down to pick up an object and throw it into the sea. The boy came closer still, and the man called out, "Good morning. May I ask what it is that you are doing?" The young boy paused, looked up, and replied, "Throwing starfish into the ocean." The tide has washed them up onto the beach, and they can't return to the sea by themselves. The boy replied, when the sun gets hot, they will die, unless I throw them back into the water. The old man replied, but there must be tens of thousands of starfish on this beach. I'm afraid you won't really be able to make much of a difference. The boy bent down, picked up yet another starfish, and threw it as far as he could into the ocean. Then he turned, smiled, and said, it made a difference to that one. As we go into a school year filled with uncertainty and change, let us remember that we all have the opportunity to help create positive change. And even though we might not be able to change the entire world or feel like the obstacles that lie ahead seem daunting, we can press on and change a small part of it somewhere for someone, like one starfish at a time. Start small, start with passion, start with impact, and I promise you, you'll make a difference. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Jenna, for those kind words of inspiration and continue to make a difference in the lives of all of our students here in Granville County Public Schools. Everyone, my name is Jamar Perry, Director of Human Resources here with Granville County Public Schools, and this morning we want to give away another one of these magic golden tickets. So, it's going to reach deep down inside. See who's next. Dorothy Fushi from Mount Energy Elementary School. Congratulations. You are the winner of a $100 gift card. Congratulations. Now I'll have the opportunity to announce our 2021 Principal of the Year. A native New Yorker with 20 years here in Granville County Public Schools as a teacher, Dean of Instruction, former assistant principal at the middle school level, and now principal of South Granville High School, Miss Lisa Tusa. We know you'll do a great job representing our district at the regional and state level as Principal of the Year. Thank you for all your hard work and dedication.
Thank you, Mr. Perry, and good morning, Granville County Public Schools family. It is such an honor to be recognized by my colleagues. I have been so fortunate to spend all of my 13 years as principal in the same building, South Granville High School. The school has become my home, and the staff has become family. And this year, like every other year, I'm excited to reunite with that family as we begin yet another academic year. When I decided to leave the classroom, a teacher friend cautioned me that when I made the move, I might lose the daily connections with students. I decided then and there that I would not lose the personal connection, and after 13 years, I feel that I have broadened those connections and deepened those relationships out of the classroom and into the entire high school experience. Over the past 13 years, I have had the privilege of handing a high school diploma to over 1,500 high school graduates. While I am receiving the Principal of the Year recognition, really the acknowledgement should go to my Viking family, the teachers who give it their all every day, the support staff who embrace our children, the students and the parents who trust us to provide them with the best education possible. They help me each day to grow and develop as a leader. Over the years, we have faced change and challenges of many types. Changes in leadership, budget cuts, computer rollouts, haiku and online learning, curriculum changes are just some that come to mind. But each challenge provided opportunities for us to grow professionally. And each challenge reminded us of why we got into the business of teaching. In the end, what we do what we do because we want to make a difference. And when it comes down to it, we know that school isn't just a brick and mortar place. It's a feeling, it's an experience, it's a family. We all agree that this year will be like no other we have ever experienced. We got a taste of that last spring, didn't we? But this year will also bring opportunities. It may very well be the most exciting and life-changing experience we will have as educators. It may remind us once again of why we chose this profession. Let's meet this challenge head on and together continue to make a difference in the lives of the children in Granville County Public Schools. Thank you.
Good morning. Let's give it up one more time for South Granville's own Lisa Tusa. Great job. My name is Beth Day, and I'm Assistant Superintendent of Finance, and I have the honor of, again, giving out one of these golden tickets. So let's see, who is it going to be? These are donated by Piedmont Service Group. I'm digging deep. Let's see. The winner is Amy Baskett, Granville Central High School. Yay! Please come by and stop by and pick up your golden ticket at the central office. It's now my honor to introduce our Granville County Board of Education Chairman. He doesn't need much of an introduction, as you know him well with his involvement in our schools and events. I consider myself blessed to work for a Board of Education that is led by a man of his character. I turn it over now to Mr. David Richardson.
Good morning, family. I'm excited to be with you this morning. On behalf of the Board of Education and our other 6 members, including myself, we are thankful to call you family. As you've already heard, as you already know, 5 months ago, our lives changed greatly. The way education is done changed greatly. But you rose to the challenge, and you met that challenge head on. And I expect nothing less this year. I think this is going to be another great school year for Granville County Schools. As you've heard often, we were a little disappointed because we didn't get to test because we thought we were making great strides. I look forward to seeing that as we start another academic year and we keep academics at the forefront of what we're doing, along with safety, that again, this will be a year that we impact children for the good for academics. There are lots of things that have been rolled out to you over the past few weeks. We know that you're probably just kind of a little confused about some of them, overwhelmed by some of them, but we're going to get through this together. Reach out to the staff and make sure that you understand exactly what we can do to support you as we start this new school year. There are lots of things to be grateful for in Granville County Public Schools. We have a great team of teachers that are impacting children. We have great classified staff that are supporting those teachers doing their work. And we have a great team here to support you at Central Office. The board is blessed to be able to know that we have such a great family doing the things that they're doing to make sure that our children are meeting the marks they need to be great students of the future. I'm excited to know that as we start out this new school year, as we look to see what the new year is going to look like, that as we see these challenges, that there will be things that come our way that we're going to hit head on and make sure we do a great job. There's lots of exciting things going on at your individual schools that we're starting to hear about, and I thank you for that. Just last week, I was able to spend time with Dr. McLean at the new teacher parade. And as we saw this great group of teachers come through, they were excited about being here among you. They were excited about being part of the family. And so I would encourage you, find those new teachers, those new employees, and make sure that they feel welcome. We have new students coming into the district because this is the place to be. And so as those new students are enrolled in your classes, as you start making connections with new students coming up from lower grades, again, make sure that you're encouraging people and taking the time to listen to them. And even though we have all this newness coming in, all of you that are still here with us know how much we appreciate you, we care for you, and want to make sure that we as a team do the very best we can. I would encourage you over the next few weeks, make sure that you're stopping and checking on one another. Make sure that you're checking in with your principals to make sure that your school is going to hit the marks they need to, not just to accomplish a test, but to make sure that we are educating the entire child, making sure that we're looking at social, mental, emotional, along with the academics. Those are important to us, and that's what we're prioritizing. So again, I want to thank you so much for taking the time this morning to be with us as we celebrate the new year. I want to encourage you that as we start getting into the new school year on Monday, that we start strong so that we can finish strong. And I want to also encourage you, take a breath and make sure that as we are GPS strong, that we are doing what is right to keep children at the forefront of all we do. I want to thank you for the opportunity to serve with our board, to serve that board as your chairman, and I just want to thank you for what you are doing for Granville County Public Schools. And I want to thank you and have a great day today.
Mr. Richardson, thank you so much for your leadership, your dedication, and your hard work on behalf of our students. And thank you to the other 6 board members. All of you do an amazing job working on behalf of our children, so we thank you. At this time, how about another golden ticket? We've got them coming. I'm going to reach deep into this bag, pull out a name. And the next recipient is Mr. Glenn Forsyth of South Granville High School. All right, Mr. Forsyth, we'll have this waiting for you. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the Executive Director of the Granville Education Foundation, Ms. Jennifer Carpenter, who will bring remarks on behalf of the board.
Good morning, y'all. I'm normally very nervous to get in front of talking to a lot of people, and I was good today until I found out that you all were sitting at home watching me. I like what Mr. Richardson said, to take a breath, and it feels so good to get this mask off my face. Just wanted to say thank you, Stan, for having me out to be able to talk to everybody. Again, I'm Jennifer Carpenter. I'm the Executive Director of the Granville Education Foundation. My president, Ms. Susan Hiscox, is here in the crowd with us today, showing her support as well. We'd like to quickly go over some opportunities that we have for you all. For those of you who may not be familiar with the Granville Education Foundation, we are an independent nonprofit organization that's dedicated to enhancing student performance in Granville County schools. We're governed by a board of directors from community and business leaders who volunteer their time and are committed to doing resources and enrichment programs for Granville County schools. To achieve our mission, Granville Ed hosts several fundraisers throughout the year to raise money to continue offering grant opportunities for our Granville County school students and teachers. And guess what? Grant season is here. GEF realizes the classroom atmosphere is a little different this year, and we wanted to let you know we will be considering virtual projects and experiences for our 2021 grant season. We currently have 4 grants available. They are the Leela Eaton Creative Teaching Grant. The purpose of this grant is to provide innovative classroom projects. The Success Through Technology Grant, with goals to promote active learning through technology, and is intended to provide classrooms with technology and equipment that will enhance student learning and experiences. Our Experience Grant, in the past, has typically been used for out-of-classroom experiences. This year we know that may be a little bit difficult, and virtual experiences will be considered. And finally, our Performing and Visual Arts Grant is intended to support, promote, and enhance student activities in the areas of visual arts, music, theater, photography, videography, and dance. All grant applications can be found on our website, and all grant applications are due October 2nd, 2020. They will be awarded in November, but of course I cannot tell you the date because it's a surprise. Last year, GEF received 62 grants, and of those grants, 42 of those were awarded in 19 different schools, giving over $50,000 to teachers and students in Granville County. We strongly encourage you to take advantage of these wonderful opportunities. Also in 2019-2020, the Granville Ed Foundation provided over $100,000 of support to Granville County schools through grants, school support, other endeavors such as cultural arts program, and our literacy initiatives. We are proud to announce that again in 2021, we will be giving $1,000 to every elementary school to continue their literacy needs. Please continue to check our Facebook and our website for opportunities and events throughout the year. And of course, please do not hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions or concerns of how we can be more of a resource for you. We would love to hear from you. I'm excited to kick off my second year with GEF, and I look forward to working with you all and continuing to support Granville County schools. We wish you all the best in the upcoming year. Thank you so much for having me today. Good luck.
Thank you, Jennifer, and thank you to your board for all you do to serve the children of our district. The work the Granville Ed Foundation does truly makes a huge difference, and we appreciate you. Time for our last drawing, the last golden ticket. Everybody hold your breath. One more lucky winner. And that person is Elisa Strickland from Butner STEM Elementary School. Congratulations. Come pick up your card today. All right. It's now my pleasure to tell you about a very special treat we've got coming from a very special guy. In just a minute, you're going to hear the pipes open up from Mr. Michael Alston. Michael Alston, for those of you who don't know, serves all of the schools across our entire district in a variety of capacities. But at his heart, he's there for our children, and we appreciate all he does. So sit back and enjoy this song from Mr. Michael Alston.
Battery 100%.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, bright blessed days and dark sacred nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The color of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, and also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They are really saying, I love you. I hear baby never know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, goodness. Well, what a wonderful way to end Convocation 2020. We certainly could choose to dwell on other things, but we in Granville County Public Schools will choose to dwell on the wonders of the world. Thank you for that, Mr. Alston. That was absolutely beautiful. What a wonderful world, despite all of the other going on. As we close out this morning, allow me to thank each of you for joining us today. It means the world to us. Allow me to also thank our executive team and absolutely everyone who was on the program. We really appreciate everything you contributed to this morning's convocation. And please, everyone, take advantage of what you heard from our Granville Ed Foundation. They are good to our school system, and we appreciate you ladies for being here this morning. We thank you for sharing the opportunities with us early in the school year, and I encourage your participation in the opportunities they presented. I would also like to remind everyone to remember the 3 W's. Let's not forget. This place will get a lot better when all of us do our part to remember the 3 W's across the globe. Thank you so much for joining. We appreciate everything everyone is doing. Have a safe, productive, joyous school year. We thank you for everything. Take care. Happy New Year, everyone. Goodbye.